So this is very interesting. Let's talk about it. So it says the Houston Rockets have been looking at Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. Now, I expect the Phoenix Suns to trade Kevin Durant this offseason. I mean, the Phoenix Suns have been a disaster. Terrible coaching staff, terrible roster construction. I mean, they need a whole rebuild. They need a whole retool. Now, the thing is, I don't think Devin Booker does get traded, but Devin Booker has been linked to the Houston Rockets. So if he ever was to get traded, I can definitely see him playing for the Houston Rockets. Now, if you're the Houston Rockets, who do you trade for? Obviously, Kevin Durant is the more experienced. He won a championship, probably say he's a little bit more talented. But in my opinion, I think it makes more sense to trade for Devin Booker. The reason why I say you trade for Devin Booker is younger. He fits the timeline for the Houston Rockets. And if you look at the Houston Rockets, they're playing good basketball this year, but they don't really have that star player, that superstar player that can really get them over the hump. You look at their team, you're relying on Jalen Green and Sengun as your two best players, which they just don't have much experience in the postseason. Regular season and postseason are two different things. And I just don't really trust Jalen Green in the postseason. And Sengun is talented, but not what people think he is. You know what I mean? And so that's why I would personally go after Devin Booker. Kevin Durant, on the other hand, he's a little bit more older. He is still very talented, still a top 10 player in this league. He's still playing amazing basketball, and maybe he does help out the Houston Rockets. But if you're willing to trade, your younger guys for Kevin Durant, it could be kind of a risk. Now, if you want to trade your young guys for Devin Booker, you'd rather take that risk because Devin Booker could be on the Houston Rockets for more long term. I just don't see that with Kevin Durant. Now, when we look at Devin Booker's numbers this year, he's averaging about 26 points a game, 7 assists while shooting 45% from the field, and 4 rebounds. As you see, the dude's only 28 years old. He is still in his prime. He is still very talented and still can help out this Houston Rockets team a lot. And when you look at his contract, he's getting paid $49 million, 53, 57, and 61 when he's 31 years old, which is still not old at all. So you have him for the next 3 years, and he'll be an unrestricted free agent in 2028. When you look at this Houston Rockets team, like I said earlier, who's leading them? Jalen Green with 21 points a game, close to 22, and then Sengun at 19. Fred VanVleet does have the experience. He has won a championship, but I just don't really trust him at all. I think his shot selection is horrible. I think his IQ is not the greatest. And then you have Thompson, which is an amazing basketball player. I think he's going to be a star in this league, but he's just too young. You know what I mean? He's averaging 14 points a game, 8.2 rebounds, which is pretty good. But then you got Dylan Brooks and Tyree Eason and Jabari Smith. I just feel like I'm not taking that risk because you're going to have to trade some good players. Maybe you trade Reed Shepherd, but they're probably going to ask for Jabari Smith. They're probably going to ask for Cam Whitmore, probably even for Thompson, even though I think he's untradeable. But they're still going to ask for these type of players. And when you look at the standings, the Rockets earlier was second seed. They haven't been playing their best basketball. They're still fifth seed. I still expect them to be a top 6. They're 37-23, but their last 10 games, they're 5-5. So like I said, I expect this team to be in the postseason, but I don't expect them to make a deep playoff push at all. I expect them to maybe win their first round matchup, Houston versus Memphis. There's a good chance that they can lose that. Real stuff, right? But if they get a good first round matchup, I expect them to win. But most definitely, I don't see them going farther than the second round. So that's just kind of my opinion. And that's when you have to take the risk and trade for a superstar player like Devin Booker or Kevin Durant. Maybe that's just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. We upload every single day on this channel. Let me know other videos that you want me to kind of break down and discuss for you guys. I love y'all once again, and I'm out. Peace.